Facebook. Listen, this message is for my empty nesters. Now, I know how hard it is when the children leave. I understand your pain. I know that you are upset that you're now, they're starting to feel like they no longer need you. But the thing is, that just means that you completed your assignment. Give yourself a hand. You did a great job. Your assignment for the first part of their life was to raise them to be responsible adults so that they can go on and take care of themselves and have their own family. You did your job. Your assignment is complete. But that doesn't mean that your life is complete or finished, because that just means the new chapter is open. And that new chapter is that you become responsible for leaving a legacy for your children and for your children's children. That's what the Bible tells us is our assignment, man, is to leave an inheritance to his children and his children's children. So, since that assignment ended, now it's on to the next assignment. And let me just tell you this. The world is changing really fast. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to be left out there. I was just presented with an amazing opportunity that I just have to share, especially with my empty nesters, because this is the perfect vehicle for you to start creating that legacy. Now, let me just tell you this. There is a company. They've been in business for over 3.5 years. They're basically out of Dubai, but they've been being extremely successful in the UK, in Japan, in Colombia. In Colombia, over the past 3 years, they've created 80% of the people that they created as millionaires, which is 20, they created 24 millionaires, and 80% came out of Colombia. They have just now opened up their business in the United States. Now, if you know anything about businesses, especially successful businesses, when they start opening up in a new area, especially in a new company, they throw all of their resources behind the company so that they can start building this company. Now, this company has set a goal of creating $100 million in sales over the next 2 years here in the U.S., creating 100,000 new customers, and creating 20 new millionaires here in the U.S. So I have positioned myself in an awesome spot, because no matter where you get in now in a company that's just built, a company that's already shown itself. They've been in Forbes magazines and a lot of other money magazines. They've already proven themselves, and they're opening here in the U.S. And let me tell you, my goal over the next 2 years is I will be making $500,000 a month. That is my goal over the next 2 years, and that is what I will be making. And whoever comes on board with me, now I'm looking for 20 people to be part of my inner circle. Whoever comes on board with me, they will be making 6 figures a month also, depending on what they want. Could be $500,000 a month too. Could be more than that. Could be 300,000, could be 100. They will be making 6-figure income, because we are positioning ourselves right now to get on board. Now, if you are a visionary, if you can see what could possibly happen in the next 2 years, you need to get on board with me. The reason I'm really excited, we're having a pre-launch this Friday. I'm looking for people to be in my inner circle. If you are a person who can see this vision, and you know that you'll be making 6 figures in the next 2 years, if you get on board this train with me, if you want to position yourself in a situation where you can get massive success just on the positioning alone, do you get that? Are you hearing me? See, what you can do is once you start building this money, if you get in and you start making that $500,000 a month, that's how you start creating your legacy, because you can take that money and you reinvest it. You invested in real estate. You invested in investments. You whatever, but you make that money grow. You're never going to be able to build a legacy working a job. I don't even care if you're making 6 figures a year. You're never going to be able to create a legacy making 6 figures a year. And let me tell you why. The reason is because your lifestyle changes. If you're making $100,000 a year, your lifestyle changes and your bills per month will equate to just about as much as you're making. So even if you have an opportunity to save, you're never going to save yourself into a legacy. You're just not. Because what happens is the more you save, the longer you save, the higher the inflation goes, and it eats up all the money that you're saving. So if you saved $100,000 in 2000 and let's say you saved $100,000 in the 1990s, it's in the 2020s, that $100,000 equals about $60,000. And that's the truth. It's been eaten up that much. So by the time your children get to the point where you pass away and they get the legacy, that $60,000 will probably equal $20,000. You understand what I'm saying? It's not working. It's not growing. It's not working for you. It's just sitting someplace. The only way that you're going to be able to create a real legacy is if your money works for you and there's residual income every single month. And the only way you're going to do that is if you have massive amount of money coming in every single month. Most of us know absolutely nothing about financials or how to create finances. A lot of things we don't also understand is there's a new wave of digital currency that's coming in. Most of us don't even know what that is. It's time that you start learning these things or you're going to be left behind. The news keep telling us about our new normal. It's going to become a new normal when you find yourself broke or your money's not working. You can't sit still and be dormant. You have to do something. You have to start building a legacy. And let me just tell you, this right here that I found, if you don't jump on it within the next year or two, you're going to find yourself too late. Okay, now is the time to jump on it. If you are interested, do me a favor, just go to my URL, which is www.tinyurl.com/winwithdawn. I need you to, if you really are serious and you really want to make some money and you really want to build a legacy, I highly suggest you check it out. Now, let me tell you, it's not for everybody. That's one thing. It's not for everybody. You have to have a strong desire to work. You have to have a strong mind, because 80% of your finances is your mental state. So I don't want people with weak minds. I don't want people who don't want to work hard, because making $500,000 a month is not something that can easily come to you. You have to work for it. It can come easily if you work for it. But you have to work for it. So I need people that's work for it. So click the link. It's going to take you to an application. Complete the application. And then if you pass the application, I will send you the information to attend the pre-launch that we're having this Friday. I hope to see you there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.